Alrighty, right. Okay. So we're all coming together to talk about the approach of the neurotech when you have tables at an event like the gym. And that's what we're talking about specifically today with everybody. When you have that approach, there are specifics. Before we get started, though, I want to give a big shout out to Annie. I do. And I know we all do. I want to give a big shout out to Annie for her commitment, for her focus. We all have life happen. We're all close enough to say that a lot of life has been happening. Annie is right there, responsive, representing leadership, leads is all I can say. And we've got to recognize Annie for everything that she does. So, Annie, hats off to you figuratively, and we love you.
Ditto. Ditto, ditto.
Now, we can have an open forum. I think that there's few
Yes.
enough of us that we can literally everybody unmute unless you get some kind of crazy. I know Annie's outside, so hopefully there's no um vehicles that would be, making sounds. We'll pray against that today, but if there was, you could just mute. I also want to give a big shout out to you guys. Um, Luis, Eric, Sue, y'all have been very based on my optics, okay? And I don't have everything, I'm not there. But little birdies get back to me. And then I see things on social media and that kind of thing. And I just want to give a shout out to y'all for the teamwork, for the commitment of the tables at the gym. I know that Eric is a big part of that in the sense that he knows a lot of people at the gym. That's like he's a gym rat. I call him gym rats. My son's
He
a
is.
gym rat, right? And he's made a lot of relationships there, friendships there. It's part of his life. It's a passion. So, opening that door at another level, definitely have to give a shout out there. And so the teamwork, each and every person's commitment. I know Sue, I know that you have had a tremendous amount to do with all of the visuals that are
Yeah.
there. So, got to give a shout out to all of that because that's not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Listen, I've spent a lifetime as an entrepreneur printing things, marketing, designing, and so forth, so on. And you can have it.
Hey, it's like a little bit. I wish I knew more, but it's teamwork. We all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses, and that's what makes us great because we can all contribute in some shape or form.
Yes,
That's
yes.
yeah.
Well, you are. And Marcus is joining now. Marcus, we're actually just getting started. So, you're not really behind the curveball here. Um, you can unmute, everybody can stay unmuted or whatever. But we're just now getting into it and giving some shout out. I want to also, and we're recording this, so I will get the recording to everybody as long as it's clean. So, then I want to give a shout out to Louise. Um, I think that you all represent this at differing levels, but when it comes to no excuses, I've got to give the shout out to Louise. Um, Going through life, going through a procedure that a lot of people would still be nursing. Um, Nobody could keep you down. Got up. You're not going to let the team down. you're up front and center, and I'm not there, but I would guess every single person you talk to at the gym wouldn't know for 1 second what you've been through, your love, your conviction, your passion is shining through. And of course, always the teamwork. And each and every one of you is an important and key role. Marcus, I know when he shows up um to the team uh type of gym layout, get-togethers, tables, that he, I mean, he's a walking billboard, right? He just kind of is. So, not only that, but very passionate and very um humble and very, I mean, out of the gate, people just hear him. And it's almost like Morgan Freeman is talking or something. I think that's what I've been thinking about. And I've not been able to pinpoint it until just now. But it's that tone of his voice, his approach. There's something very trustworthy. There's something very soothing about it. And then, of course, he's like a statue, right? He's also in that arena, somebody that he and Eric, sorry, you guys, they beat you with this one, represent strength, the gym, fitness, athleticism. So think about all of these pieces. Okay. This is where I want to start is if one of you had the table, if one of you was doing the table, and I know some of you have done a table individually before, Marcus is one of them. But if one of you is manning the table, especially if you don't have that particular out of the gate, like you've been on a cereal box, right? Eric could do it, Marcus could do it, right? And you know what I'm talking about, like the Wheaties, you know? So then if you're there by yourself, what is the draw? What is the draw? How are you, for lack of a better way of putting it, pulling people in? Okay. And it can't just be, um, oh, there's a table. I'm going to go check it out. There's got to be a pull and a draw. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the lists that have now been compiled. We're going to talk real. I need everybody to be super real with me for me to be able to help you. Okay. So no sugarcoating anything. Can we all agree to just be point blank raw? Now I've got some slides for you guys, but they weren't loaded.
Get off your phone. Pay attention.
Um, I didn't load the slides this morning. I'm gonna get the slides over to you guys. Are we in a group, Annie?
You mean all of us?
Yeah, I mean, hello.
I think I think we're all in groups that kind of crisscross, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we're all in a group with also Marcus.
Yeah, can
We can check
we
that out though. Yeah,
if
we'll do that.
yeah, if
What's that?
every yeah, if Marcus says your check is in the mail. Okay. If we can put a group together, Annie, and I would love for you to spearhead this. If you could put that group together with everybody's permission, I want to put Eric, Louise, Sue, Marcus, and yourself and myself and Bill in that group. So this group is going to be focused, and I'm going to share the slides in there. That's going to help me. I don't want to send it individually out to everybody. Y'all can see the slides. But I kind of want us to just be really good at listening today and taking notes. All right. So we're going to put that group together. We're going to be really real. So let's start here. Out of all the times you've had tables, I know this is going to sound like I'm starting with a but bear with me. Out of all the times that you've had tables and all of the lists that you have compiled, lists of names, numbers, maybe emails, I think you're probably getting both of those. Out of all of them, how many would you say there are on your list? Let's start there. Do you, do you have a central hub where everybody sees the list, and are the people on the list assigned? How do you do that?
So normally, like at the health fairs, there's like usually two sign up sheets, and then we kind of keep notes. And what we've been doing in the past is we'll take a picture of those and then send them out so that whoever did the balance test on that particular person, then they were the ones that were to follow up with that that customer.
Does it seem like it's equal? Does it seem like it's no? Um,
No, sometimes no.
okay. So I'm going to start here because I believe in teamwork. It it's got to be at the forefront, and the team has to have a unified vision and message and be galvanized. I talked about that last night. And when I talked about that last night, it applies to all of the above. Now, have I done tables over the years with others? People have invited Bill and I to come and be a part of their table for hours, which was good because it gave me insight into what people do and what I would do differently. I am a I I'm an innovator, and Bill and I are known like that in business in this industry. And it makes us extremely popular with companies when we're consulting. And it makes people uncomfortable sometimes in the field because we're constantly innovating, and our ingenuity is part of what's kept us in that 1%. Okay. So I just want to say that this comes from experience, what I'm saying right now. And is my advice right now going to look exactly like a year from now? It's the basic is going to be there, but it will evolve because social media is evolving, technology is evolving, our company is evolving. You all are evolving. I mean, there's just too many dynamics, right? So expect it. Where you are right now, I want to say, if you're doing a table with one another, if anyone's doing a table, and Annie and Sue, you both asked this question of me separately, and I know that we're potentially doing another Zoom specific to another athletic group, then this is my answer and will always be my answer. If everybody is for everybody, and everybody is is working on a specific event together, then this is how you solve the, well, I got 2, you got 10. They got 3, you got 5. Everybody gets a number. Everybody gets a number. Draw for it. If there's 5 of you, put straws in somebody's hand, and on that straw have a little number on it. So like those paper straws, you can have a number on the paper straws where somebody can't see, and you hold, and everybody draw a straw. So it's fair. All right. Everybody draw a number. If there's 5 of you, there's going to be 5 straws. And there's a number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They go on to a list. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's boxes to the right of each person. As each person gets a lead, you check the box. So if number 1 just got that lead, the next one's going to number 2. What do you do at the next event? You have to switch it up. Number 1 is going to go to the back side. So they're not going to be in the first position. They're going to be in the last position. Hold on. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you. So you understand what I'm saying? There's a rotation of assignment during the event. But at the next event, the number 1 that got the first one is now in the last position. Number 2 is up in the first position, right? And it'll slide that way every time. Okay. This is the only way to make it fair and balanced. All of you have been a part of the co-op leads. Okay. I'm going to use that as an example. It goes in order, in rotation. So everything's fair. Does somebody get evaluated and they're better? They're a better lead. They've had network marketing experience. And so we're going to send them to Annie. No, it's randomized and it goes in order. And that's what I'm suggesting that y'all do. You're doing it on a regular basis. So this is a team effort. I want everybody to benefit and everybody to win. Any conversations about, well, I planned this event. Can you come and help me? And all of these leads go to the person that planned the event. That's not fair, you guys. So that example I just gave you was my resolve, has been my resolve for years when it came to tables being set up, especially with a group, especially on a regular basis. And that's where you guys are. So there's the resolve to any question about anything that you may have. Now, one of you may be sick, or one of you may have family things that keep you from coming to that event. It is up to y'all. If somebody is there every time and something happens that they can't be there, it is up to y'all to keep their position. Now, if they're just floating in and out, that's a different thing. But if they're every time and they have family come up, if it was me, I would still put the leads I put them in the pipeline. That's me. But if all of you agree, if somebody's missing, then that number is skipped, then do it that way too. Just make sure it's agreed upon. So in business, you want it to be very clear and concise. You don't want it to be based on emotion. You don't want it to be based on something that may be construed as favoritism or anything like that. So is does anybody have any questions about that? Go
I
ahead, Annie.
do. Yeah, on that point, because that wasn't something I had thought about at all, is if somebody's regular and we're continuing to do these, which I think we're all planning on, maybe that person could maintain their number in that rotation so it doesn't have to be reconfigured when they jump back in, but it just skips over them at that event. And I think that's fair to say. I mean, somebody might be, you know, I mean, it's not a devastating thing if they can't be there always. Sometimes it's by choice or there's something they'd rather do or have to do. But yeah, they maintain maybe that position number, but it just skipped over so it stays fluent.
Yes.
I think that's fair, and everybody with that understanding. That I think the sticky part gets into if it's like with the gym, we have pretty well great access, right, Eric? To Mike says anytime you want to come in, and
Right.
so we don't want to miss that beat. Like this last week, Eric and Louise they were booked solid with catering. There's no way they could do it, but we wanted to keep that fluency of still showing up and being there, so we're not forgotten there. So Sue and I did it. I think that's all. That's the perfect scenario almost. I mean, how can you beat that, right? But I think the sticky part gets into if it's an event like a lot of things that Sue and I do at health fairs, there's a cost. And that's where I think, like you're saying, it needs to be clear in business. This is the way it works. If you want to participate in that, my feeling is if there's a cost, it needs to be split. The cost needs to be split and make it equal because we're going to equally share the contacts. We need to equally share the cost.
Yes. Yes.
That's where the stickiness gets in
Let,
sometimes.
let me address that, Annie. I agree with everything that you've said. So, with what Annie just said, you all need to come together based on the things that I just suggested, what Annie just said, make an agreed upon, predictable when it comes to if somebody's not able to make it and to keep everything going. Okay. So it is way easier to manage things moving forward when the right expectations are being managed. This is a business. Everybody wants to have fun, but everybody's in it for profit. Okay. So, having said that, then, make sure that you guys have very clear expectations. If a new person were to come in and also start helping with that table, if you decided you can't have 10 people there, it's too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if another person came in, then you would need to have that procedure, those expectations already lined up. You don't want to have to be planning. You want to be doing. Make the decisions, stick to them. This is our policy. This is what we're doing moving forward. Okay.
Right. The one thing I just want to point out, so like at the health fairs, there's a lot of people coming in a short period of time. So, 3 or 4 people is perfect because I mean we're like doing balance tests constantly for that 4 hours. I mean, there's like no break. Sometimes I feel though on the smaller venues is that if there's too many people there, then it looks like you were bombarding people, like we're ready to pounce on them.
Yes. Yes.
So that's one thing. So in that particular case, and we would have to talk about, okay, well, if we don't always make it and we only need 2 or 3 people, then how do we want to work that too as well?
Okay.
I think it's a good point.
So let me be honest about this here. First of all, let me address the second part that Annie was addressing there, which Annie remind me the second part you were saying uh in regards to the tables. I just glitched.
Need Zen.
I do. Um, do I still have my sleep
Um,
on? My gosh. I don't I I think I do. Oh, I just pulled off Zen. Okay, hold on. Um, so I can't remember right now. We'll circle back around to it. So, yeah, those are good points, Sue, and I agree with that. But there's things that I'm going to suggest. Let's say it's a little slower day, and all of you and Marcus are there, right? Then what do people do? I agree with you, Sue. You shouldn't have people waiting to pounce. But there's other things, there's other objectives. You could pull 3 people to be at the table, 2 could be doing something else. And we'll be talking about that. Okay. So don't let me forget, put it in your notes and we'll circle back around to what those 2 could be doing as an example. Okay. The other thing that I want to point out is in this particular scenario, with the exception of Marcus, um, it's a win, 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 no matter what, right? Because working together as a team, Annie's going to um see the volume on that. Sue, you're going to see the volume on, Eric and Louise. So everybody's winning. Yes, there could be separate leads or connections via that table that go directly to Annie. And customers can't be placed in our company. Customers are the focus.
Happy anniversary.
So we need to be clear on all of that too. But this is what I would do if I were y'all. This is what we've done in the past to make it even and balanced. And the last thing that will be advantageous to anyone is to be looking over your shoulder and see what somebody's getting that you're not getting. I believe that that is a really bad energy and it will hold you guys back. People will feel it. It's not what you want. So go with that system. When somebody gets a lead, high five them. Everybody should be excited for everybody, literally. Okay. So Annie could potentially get a lead that is not going to go anywhere, but she's there. It's going to be her lead, but she's there supporting everybody. And it's that energy that brings people to the table. It's that commitment that makes the team work. If Marcus is there, he's in a separate leg. He's a direct to Bill and I. And then that, would be his lead. But he's a walking billboard like Eric is. You've got to think of the benefits that everybody brings to the table because any no offense, but if you're the only one at the table, it's a different kind of table than having a group that's working together, that has good energy, that is, bringing different facets. Everybody's a billboard. And what are they seeing? Who do they relate to? We have differing ages, we have differing physical makeup. So really think about the advantages. All right. Don't think we're talking about customers here too. Nobody's going to get rich off of one customer. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. It's going to be a cumulative of a lot of customers coming in, and nobody's going to go past managing director with just customers. It's not going to happen. It won't happen. So let's be real about all of this. Please, it's important. Customer volume is great, but the best way to get massive customer volume, I'm going here for a second, is to create an army of voices, and those voices being business builders. I want to drive this home again. You've heard me say it a million times. You're probably going to hear me say it a million more. It's because it is such a great example. 125,000 plus people, 65% basically were customers. I did not get to over 60,000 people. That would have never happened. We had over 60,000 customers. How did that happen? It happened through a voice. Okay. So what y'all are doing right now is creating awareness, and that's awesome. You're creating volume. That's awesome. But we always have to be realistic. And I think this is a good time to do it because if everybody feels like, well, what if they're getting this lead and I'm getting this lead and that lead was better and they're ordering 2 packs and my person's ordering 1 pack every other month? Don't compare. It cannot be done like that. It's never ever going to be a doable thing. It's got to be fair and balanced. And we need to, as business people, understand what we're looking to achieve. Having said that, how long are your lists? Does everybody have the lists? Is the list shared between everybody? How are the names assigned? Does everybody have the list? How many are on the list of all the tables? Do y'all have a running tabulation?
We
I
have
No,
have.
the health fairs. We have worksheets from all of them.
And we got
Okay. But okay. So is there,
and
I'm your business partner and I'm asking you, does somebody have how many names, numbers on a sheet? Are we at 100? Are we at 300? Are we at 50? Are we at 482? From the very
Yeah,
beginning?
yeah, we
No.
don't. We don't.
Okay. Okay. If y'all are
but
gonna go ahead.
all of the lists from the time we started at the gym, Eric has those.
Okay.
Um, right,
From the
Eric? You still have all those? And
Yes,
then,
yes, yes.
okay. And then the last go around when Sue and I were working at the gym, her and I, we divvied those up and put, our name by them and notes, and we've got, her and I have shared that. But otherwise, all of the other lists from all the other times, Eric has those. So they're
okay.
there.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Eric is speaking to that.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead, Eric.
I was going to say there's probably
40.
40, 30 to 40 names and numbers, emails that we
Okay.
have. A lot of people haven't been like responding to.
That's
Uh,
okay. That's okay. We'll talk about the response and that kind of thing. I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, that's fine.
so you've got the names for the gym, and today we're talking about the gym tables. So any other tables and those accrued lists, health fair, I know there's different groups. Today's about the gym, so this is what we're gonna focus on. Okay. So this is helping me help y'all, because how many times do you think you've had the tables at the gym since y'all started?
Four, 4 or 5, 4.
No, more than that.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
You think? Oh, well,
We
we
started
no,
like in November, October, November.
five, 5 or 6 probably.
Okay.
Um,
It's okay. We don't have to be exact. It just
yeah.
I need the basic scope of everything to be able to help you guys out. The
So
reason I'm
should
at
we create a spreadsheet of names and emails and addresses for each person?
Oh, I know that you have one
Yes,
because before.
Yeah.
that's
After
the
each
only
event?
that's the only time you're gonna hear me say yes to that, Sue.
Didn't you have?
It makes it easier. Then we can just share it as an Excel or Word document, whatever.
Yeah, I think you'll need to draw the straws. And that list needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
because a list, th- I mean, I'm really good, you guys. I've got this down, but I'm telling you, if I have a list of 100 people that I need to be getting back to, following up with in a professional manner, and that's really the key. A lot of the key is in a professional manner, then that's a lot of work. So it's going to be good to, um, assign those. So I would go back and I would assign those leads, unless y'all have a reason, unless you've made an agreement up to this point, and in that case, no go until the next table, and then you start fresh. But I think that that would be a great way to start following up with those leads. So the next question is going to be a hard one. And I need it to be very, very real. And that is, out of the balance tests, the names, phone numbers, emails. Um, A, if anybody has kept a tally, keep in mind, Bill and I tally everything. We know all of your volumes. We have to. We know the duplication. We know when somebody gets a brand new associate, and we watch that associate for the next 30, 60, 90 days, knowing if there's any if what level of duplication is going on. We have to see what ranks. We have to see, how people are growing and what the percentage of growth is each month, because we're able to compare groups and say this group is growing faster. Why? This group has had a lot of, up and down with their volume. Why? It's very clear to Bill and I. So I'm going to help y'all right now be able to assess. Number one, how many customers have you gotten on the spot with the table? On the spot. And I'm not judging y'all. If it's none, if it's one, if it's three, if it's five, if it's everyone, it does not matter. If you want me to truly help you guys dissect this and fine tune it and bring up the percentages, then I need this. You don't need to impress me. There's no judgment. I do not care. I just want to help. Okay. So how many on the spot customers have y'all gotten?
Well, zero from us, from,
Okay.
our gym.
Okay.
Uh, just recently, we got one of the ladies that we talked to. I, had messaged her and talked to her, and then it's been a couple weeks, and then she actually just called me just recently, and we got her signed up with uh, kind of a weight loss little uh, boost, ignite,
Bundle.
and
Yeah.
therapy. And then she told another gal, um, and then that lady had called me,
Okay.
and we uh, went to go see her and got her, you know, uh,
Let me,
but they did wanted to do a one-time order,
okay. Okay.
and
That's good to know.
both of them.
Okay. So let me roll this back a little bit. Number one, I'm going to give y'all a weight loss bundle. Okay. That you're going to focus on for weight loss, and another one for performance. All right. But before I do that, the answer was no, no on the spot
Right.
customer. Okay. Orders. Annie.
I think, I think Eric, didn't that friend of yours, was his name Kevin? I don't know his name. He came
He
over and you asked him to be your guinea pig and he said he was going to
right.
place an order. Did,
He went, yeah, we didn't do it there at the gym. He went home and then did
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So,
okay, but that
um,
counts as you got a customer from
No,
that.
no, 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 no.
No?
Well, what I'm assessing right now is how many customers have come from the event there, ordered there. And then my second question was how many customers have come outside of that event after that event.
Gotcha.
It doesn't matter timeline right now.
So,
Right.
so one of them, one of the very first ones we did, the guy was a hiker and he bought a bunch of packs of patches at that particular time. But that was pretty much the only time we've actually sold patches at an event.
Good. Stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys, there's no residual in that. If you want to buy yourself a job, that's the best way to do
Yeah.
it. Just sell
Right.
packs at the
Right.
table. No residual. There's no point in doing network marketing and building a residual. Um, so another thing is whoever bought those packs, it's super key and important that you have all of their information. And I'm not saying continue doing that. But if somebody buys packs and you can't follow up with them to get on a smart ship, place another order, then that's a double whammy. I'm not judging. I'm giving you guys my optics, what I've experienced and what is successful in regards to what you're trying to achieve at this table. So let me go back to the two bundles really quickly, and then we're going to go back to on the spot customers and follow up. Okay. So the two bundles that you're going to want to have, weight loss, you brought that up. We need to be careful with the weight loss thing, and don't even get me started. I'm so exhausted with how legalistic this world has become. Um, it is what it is. But you can say things like, "Oh, you if they say, "Do you have something for weight loss?" You can say, "Are is your objective to go down a size?" Or let them what is your goal with that, is what I would say. And when they say, "Well, I want to be a size 6, but I'm a size whatever," okay, then focus on that, right? Try to keep weight loss out of the conversation. You're all filming, somebody's doing a balance test while somebody else is talking in the background. You want to stay away from weight loss. Okay, I'm just telling you. Second thing is, what is the bundle? The bundle is Liberty, Ignite. It is Kick It. Um, then Defend and Boost are the two that we like to add to that. So Liberty, Ignite, Kick It, and the two add-ons, because when you're losing, your energy may be low. So Boost, and when you're losing, you need to, like any change in your body, even changing up your schedule where you're waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, where you've been waking up at 9 in the morning for years, and all of a sudden you have to wake up at 4 in the morning for a week, that can dampen your immune system. Okay. So, going through that process can too. And it's detoxing, right? So, defend. Then for performance in the gym, this is your bundle: Liberty, Victory. Now you can specifically ask somebody's goals, okay? Um, but this is the overall bundle: Liberty, Victory, Boost, Defend, Ignite, Focus. Liberty and Victory are obvious. Defend, Eric, you know this. When you are lifting weights, people can hold their breath and pass out. Things can happen. You can be laying down and it's switching the blood flow in your body, and then you're holding your breath as you're pushing up, and you want that circulation, right?
Yeah.
Um, and you want to have that on too, because it's detoxing afterwards, which works with Victory for recovery. Okay. All of these make complete sense. All right. Um, so if somebody's wanting to put weight on, because there are people that need to,
Sorry.
okay, there there are people that
Hate
can't put
them.
weight on, then Ignite is, you can leave that out, right? But everything else, why focus? Because people have died at the gym, literally.
Oh
they're
yeah. Bad
they're
accidents. Yeah. Yeah.
they try to lift too much weight, they pass out, the bar lands on them wrong. I mean, there's all kinds of things that can happen, you guys. So, focus, even when you're doing farmers walks, which is heavy weight in each hand, because your strength and your muscle mass will gauge your longevity too. So we do these farmers walks, right? And you want to stay focused, because if you're carrying these heavy dumbbells in each hand and one drops on your foot,
No.
okay, so focus, right? I think the rest is explanatory for why I would recommend that. Those are the two bundles that you're going to be most focused on at the gym. All right. Liberty is going to be your tool. Liberty is the one pack that you need to make sure you have plenty of. And however y'all want to share that, in that, maybe you just bring a pack and every balance test you do comes out of your pack. Okay. So that's a good rule of thumb. Have a fanny pack. I don't know if anybody has the super patch fanny packs, but they're perfect for y'all. Everybody should be wearing the fanny pack. Have your samples in there. You can pull from that. It's marketing. So that's a great idea. Now let me go back to um the on the spot uh on the spot. Did we lose somebody? No. Um, on the spot. Oh, shoot. I think I have an 11, y'all. Wait, hold on. Annie?
Yeah, I was muted. Sorry. You do have an 11
Okay.
with Jessica.
Okay, well, we can do this again.
Okay. So what we're going to do, you guys, is Annie put that group together. Where we're at right now is we need to address how to and if there's any way that everybody can get on later on today for another 30 minutes, please work
Yeah.
together to make it happen because this is fresh. And I want to talk about how you're going to raise your percentages up, how you're going to get customers on the spot. We're going to go into the psychology, the verbiage, the step by step. So if y'all can get together, I apologize that I was late. Thank you for understanding. I will make time today to get back on for 30 minutes, even though it's Bill's birthday, and we'll jump right into it. But everything you've gotten so far is crucial to you guys building this out to be extremely profitable. Okay, I appreciate you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump to this other to this
Tell
other
Bert, tell Bill happy birthday.
I
Yeah.
will.
Yes.
I
See you
will.
later.
I'll let y'all
Tell him,
sing to him next time.
yes.
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 Okay.
You don't want us singing.
I don't know. He would love it. Annie, stay on because I know you're a part of this and everybody else. I'll see you later on. Okay, for 30 minutes. Get me that time as soon as you
Thank you
can.
so much.
All right, you got it. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Where's the damn mouse?
It's right there.
Oh, help me. All right, this is a crazy, crazy day, is all I can say. And I love it. I love it when
I know
things
you
are crazy.
do.
Yeah, you're never gonna see, oh my gosh, this day is so crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till it's over. No, bring it on. Bring it
No, you
on.
can't. You can't. I think Kaylin's in the waiting room.
No,
Maybe
he's on with us right now.
he's on.
He's
Oh, hey,
he's
Kaylin. Hey,
he's
Kaylin.
he's smiling. He knows he's coming right into it.
Okay.
What
Cool, cool. And we've got Jessica on too, you guys.
Okay, good.
Her mic is not on. Jessica, your mic is not showing up at all. Just your video. Okay.
I'm with you, but I have to put my phone down for a minute to go run and get something, but I'll be back in like 30 seconds, but you guys can go ahead and start.